Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I'm gonna get a haircut soon. Please, I know y'all getting sick of me wearing hats and beanies, and especially the same ass, tired ass, crusty ass, dusty ass beanie. But you know what? I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, hopefully. So just ignore my appearance for this video. However, hi, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about Netflix's Bling Empire. Bling, bling, bling.
Bitches is mad.
So yeah, we're gonna be talking about Netflix's Bling Empire. I was gonna do like a reaction series to the entire show, but honestly that takes way too long. And when I watch shows, I kind of like to just, take my time with it. So it took me about a week to watch the full season. It was like 10 episodes. So today I'm gonna be talking about it. I'm gonna first start off talking about the show as a whole, and then I'm gonna get into each of the characters and my opinions on them and their storylines, things of that nature. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Subscribe though. This is why I only have like 1,700 subscribers. I don't even have 1,700 subscribers. I am really giving myself a lot of credit. I have like 1,400. Anyways, subscribe if you like. I do like commentary, all that good stuff. So just go ahead, just do it. Like, help a brother out. It's Black History Month. Today's February 1st. Second, it's Black History Month, so, follow a brother. Okay. Oh my god. Calm down, Eric. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to talk about the show as a whole. Honestly, I'm a big fan. I really liked it. Reality TV is, like, up my alley. Like, it's up there. I love reality TV shows. I would rather watch reality TV over any other, like, genre. It's just so fun to, like, watch people act a fool and then just judge them. It's so fun. That's, like, the point, right? Like, we're not really watching it to get inspiration and to like feel, just ooey and gooey inside. We watch so that we can judge. And I like that because my life is trash. So I feel like I have a good enough reason to, judge other people's lives. What they show on the show, because who knows? Most of it's fake anyway, like honestly. Overall, I really like the show. Most of the, I almost said characters. These people aren't characters, they're real people. Most of the cast I liked. There's a few exceptions, but we'll get into that. But yeah, it hooked me in episode 1 and it kept me hooked. It kind of got a little boring towards the end, but honestly, some characters came around towards the end for me. I keep saying characters. Some people came around towards me in the end, so I really liked it. I'm going to talk about the cast now, and I'm going to talk about them in order of the ones I like the most to the ones I like the least. And I'm going to first start off with like I don't want to say irrelevant cast members, but the people that just weren't as prominent on the show. So first we're going to start off with Jesse. Jesse is Sherry's boyfriend who also has like a child with her, and in the middle of the season they have another child together. Jesse was nice, I guess. He should have been proposed to my girl though. Like, oh yeah, before I get really deep into it, this is not spoiler free. So if you haven't watched it, this is your spoiler alert. Come back to this video once you're done. Please come back because I need all the views I can get. Jesse should have been proposed to my girl. Like, we waited all the way to the season finale to finally see a proposal, but it was Sherry proposing to him, which, fuck gender roles. Like, fuck gender roles. We don't care about that shit. It's 2021. Like, get over it. But his response took a little too long for me. I guess we'll get more into that once I get into Sherry, but his response took a little too long. I don't know if like they did that in editing to make it seem like he was questioning it or if it was really like that, because honestly, I was getting so upset. I was like, bruh, if he says no, I was gonna have to fly out to LA and like find him and like beat him up. But yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep into him because he wasn't really much of a main cast member, but yeah, Jesse's okay. I'll give him like a 5. Next we have Jamie. Jamie was this cute college girl. I think she was in college, but she's rich as fuck. And she has impeccable style. I really liked her. She didn't really say much on the show, but whenever I saw her, she always had on a bomb-ass fit. She was always like, it was one scene she was at the beach and she was just in this like kind of weird outfit, but I liked it at the same time, but it wasn't appropriate for a beach. I like Jamie. She was okay. Next we have Guy. Guy is Kim's friend. I think he was like a hairdresser or something. He looks kind of familiar, but I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. But his main relevance to the show this season was his whole situation with Kim and Anna when they went up to Anna's bedroom and bathroom and went through her stuff. Bro, I was so mad. We're gonna get more into that once we get into Kim, but I mean, when you really think about it, Guy was doing most of the snooping. Kim was up there and was like going through it too, but she was kind of like a little like, we shouldn't be doing this. But he was like, yeah, let's do it. And then she was like, okay, like, what? Okay. But yeah, he was quick to apologize for it, which I did appreciate, unlike Kim, who took literally the whole season to finally be like, yo, that was wrong. But he's all right. He's an all right guy. I'll give him like a 5. Last little like smaller character or smaller cast member. I need to stop doing that. These people are not characters. The last small cast member we're going to talk about is Gabriel. Gabriel, or Gabe, is Christine's husband. He's kind of trash. He's probably the worst from these 4 people I've talked about. He let his wife bear all of the damage and the baggage that came with his family kind of like condemning her. I don't know if that's the right word, but like pretty much shutting her out because she couldn't get pregnant when he was also having health issues. Like, they knew she was having health issues and they still was mad. Like, ooh, that made me mad. And then he's like pressuring her the whole season to have more kids when it's clear as day that she does not want any more kids. Like, she doesn't tell him that, but I feel like as her husband, you should just know. Like, she was saying in her confessionals, she was saying it to everybody else, like, I really don't want to be pregnant again. I went through a lot to have my current baby, which is Baby G, which I really want to know what his real name is. They kept calling him Baby G throughout the show. So I'm like, maybe they want his name to be kind of hidden, which I would understand because these people be crazy about kids. But anyway, like, she went through a lot to have him, and like, she did not want to go through that again, which is completely understandable. However, Gabe was just like, this isn't going to be a discussion. I have a say in this because it's my baby, blah, blah, blah. But it's her body, dude. Do we have to do this? It's 2021. We should understand. Yes, you have a part in creating the baby. However, you don't carry it. You don't push it out. You don't breastfeed it. Like, the mom does like 80% of the work. You know how easy it is to bust a nut? Oh my God. That was vulgar. Ew, why did I say that? But honestly, guys, I know that 80% of my audience is women, which I love y'all for real, but men, guys out there watching my videos, y'all know how easy it is to ejaculate. Let's say that, because bust a nut, oh my God. It's easy, and we have so many sperms. That's why guys can have kids at like 85, because sperm is always being produced. So long story short, Gabe is kind of trash. I'll give him like a 2 because he sucked ass. Now let's get into the main cast members. And I'm going to start off with, like I said, from the person I like the most to the person I like the least. And we are going to start with Queen Anna Shay. Anna is my girl. I love Anna. Anna is the star.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Her attitude about everything is just so, like, immaculate. Like, her beef, her one-sided beef with Christine, like, Christine is so pressed. She's pressed. While Anna's just like, she is so annoying. Like, she literally said that so many times, like, Christine is annoying. And I'm like, she is, right? Like, that first episode when Christine came to, like, or I think it was the second episode, when Christine came to Anna's party wearing the same necklace that Anna has. Like, she went out and bought that necklace, and she was with someone. She was like,
oh, Anna has this. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to wear it to her party, and she's going to be impressed.
I'm like, girl, why? How old are we here? How old? Anyway, I'm not even talking about Christine. We're talking about Queen Anna. I love Anna. I love how she didn't really care about Christine. I love how she had Kelly's back with the whole Andrew thing. Like, she was like captain of the Get Rid of Andrew squad, which I was right behind her, like, girl, get rid of Andrew. She loved Kevin. Like, Kevin was like her little son, and she would like buy him stuff. Like, she was just so nice. She's so like heartwarming. She just, like, at the end when she was with Kim, like, even though she didn't really need to apologize about the situation that happened with her, like, she apologized anyway because she knew Kim was going through a hard time with her dad. Anna's just a great girl. I love her. Anna, Queen Anna. Next we have Sherry. Sherry, oh, she's so adorable. She's so cute. Like, I just, ooh. Like, when I saw her, she just reminded me of like an idol, like a K-pop idol. And then she said she did music. I'm like, oh, I love her. She's just so adorable. She has great fashion. Her daughter, Jador, first of all, I love that name. I never thought of that as a name, but when she, like, it's such a good name. And I think she named her son Javon or something, which, cute kids. cute girl, so nice. Whenever she cried about her mom, I cried. Like, every time she talked about her mom, I was like, cause like I don't know what it's like to lose a parent. Like, my mom is like everything. Like, I'm probably gonna go see her once I'm done filming this video. Don't have that much of a relationship with my dad, which I guess we'll get to when we talk about Kelly, but I just could not imagine. So every time she would talk about her mom, I would get like, I was like, anyway, because I'm starting to get emotional now. I'm a G. I can't be up here crying. Yes, we love Sherry in this household. She proposed to Jesse, which, girl, go after your man. But he should have, like, he was kind of, I just feel like, girl, you can do better. You can do better, sis. But if you love him or whatever, go marry him. We need a season 2 so we can see the wedding. However, I should have talked about this at the beginning, but they must have filmed this in like 2019. I didn't look it up. I meant to look it up, but they must have filmed this before the pandemic, obviously, because everyone was just out, no mask at these big ass parties. So I'm like, they must have filmed this pre-COVID. They had to. In LA too, yeah, they definitely had to. But anyway, yeah, Cherry, lover. Next, okay, so doing my top 2 was pretty easy. These next like 4 was kind of hard to categorize because it's like I like them, but also they have a lot of problems. Or not problems, but like a lot of, not even a lot, just some irritating things about them that I didn't really care for. So next on my list is Kevin. Kevin is, I guess you would call him like the protagonist. I mean, the show starts off with him and he's in every episode. He's supposed to be like the relatable one because, you know, he grew up in, I think in Philadelphia. Like he wasn't like rich like everyone else is. And he's coming into this world like, y'all spend $2,000 on shoes, which me, I'm like, yeah, I can understand because who spends $2,000 on shoes? Never, never. But yeah, he's supposed to be the relatable guy, and I like Kevin. Like he's a nice guy. I love how he defended Anna with the whole Kim thing. Like someone needed to do it, and I'm glad Kevin did. The only thing I do not like about Kevin is his desperation for Kelly. It reeks of desperation. It just every time he would talk about her, I'm like, oh. First of all, she had a boyfriend, Andrew, which we'll get to him. We will get to him. She had a boyfriend the whole time. And then, like, he would, like, just be so thirsty for her in her face. And I'm like, it's so clear that she's just, like, kind of uncomfortable with it. But he was just like, we're going to be together one day. One day we're going to kiss. Then we're going to go out on a date. I'm like, oh, get over it. Over it. And then they finally went on a date. And then he started spreading the rumor, even though it was true, that Kelly and Andrew were back, like, talking to one another. Even though it was true, it's just like, girl, she's hooked on Andrew. She's hooked on the D. Like, you just gotta move on, bro. Move on. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about Kevin. Number 4 on this list, we have Kim. Now, Kim jumped up a lot of spots by the last, like, 2 episodes because middle of the season, after the whole Anna thing and how she was just, like, showing no remorse, was like, why you mad? I went through your stuff and threw your penis pump out the window. Like, she just didn't understand, like, where was the home training? Who does that? Who goes into, you barely know Anna. They was just like starting to be cool. Who goes to someone's bedroom, into their bathroom, and just goes through their stuff? Like, where's the home training? And that's when Kevin, when they was out, and Kevin was like, who raised you? Like, wolves? Like, right, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, my mom told me, like, when we go over to people's house, you stay in this one area. Like, you don't go nowhere, you don't go through their stuff unless you ask them, can you go to the bathroom or whatever? You don't just go to the bathroom. You don't just go through people's stuff. And like, she just could not understand for some reason. I'm like, girl, what? But her whole situation with her dad was a little triggering because even though like she was like, oh, I don't remember how old exactly she said when she lost contact with her dad, but she was just like, I don't know where he is. Like, I hope he's okay. I really want to try to get to know him because my situation with my dad is kind of similar. Like, since I was 8 years old, I've probably seen my dad like 4 times. And I'm 26. Last time I saw my dad was like 5 years ago. I was 21, 22. So I'm kind of the same way. Like, and then when she found out he died, like, I cried a little bit. Because what made me so upset about that was like, I feel like she should not be so like hard on herself about not having a relationship with her dad, because I've always felt like personally, the parent should be the one to reach out to the child. Like, that's your child. Like, you should be taking some sort of responsibility for having a relationship because that's your child. I just always felt that way. I don't know, maybe I'm just ignorant. Leave y'all comments down below on your opinions on this subject, but that's how I always felt. So it kind of sucked to see her be so hard on herself and be like, I waited way too long and blah blah blah. I'm just like, girl, it's not your fault. Like, I don't want to blame him, like he's dead and like it's sad, but it's like kind of his fault. Like he should have tried. Like, if he really wanted to find you, he could have, if he really wanted to. Just like it was so easy for her to hire that PI and for him to find like all his information, it would have been just as easy for him to do the same thing. So Kim climbed up this list towards the end of the season, and when she apologized to Anna at the end, that kind of just put the cherry on top. Like, I love her. And then that end with Kim and Kane, not Kane, shit. Everyone's name starts with K in the show for some reason. Kim, Kelly, Kane, Kevin, like, girl. Anyway, I be getting so confused. The ending with Kim and Kevin at the party, and they were like looking at each other. I'm like, there's a connection there. Even though Kim was originally like, oh, he kind of reminds me of my brother, like, which, let's go back real quick. Kevin got friend zoned like shit by Kelly. She literally called him like a brother or something like that, which Kim did the same thing, but it's obvious that Kim and Kevin have some type of connection. I would like to see that in another season. All right, next on this list, we have Kelly. Kelly is not a bad girl at all. The only thing that irritates me with her is her relationship with Andrew, but it's not really much of her fault. He's very manipulative emotionally. Hopefully he's not physically abusive, but he was definitely verbally abusive towards her. We saw that on the phone call in Paris. Like, that guy was crazy as fuck. That's the only real gripe I have against Kelly, but I don't want to blame her too much on that. But overall, she's a nice girl. I like her. She's pretty. She has great sense of style. She doesn't like Kevin, and I feel like it's because he's just so desperate. He's too good. Like, he's a goody too. Like, sometimes a bad boy is like interesting. Even though Andrew's case, fuck him. Kevin's a little too goody two shoes. I don't know why she doesn't really find him like attractive. She might find him attractive, but not in that way, you know? But yeah, I don't really have much to say about Kelly. I like her. I just really hope she can get away from freaking Andrew. Andrew is a freaking psycho. Like I said, we will get to him. Next, we have Mr. Kane. And Kane is so low on this list because he's boring. I'm sorry, what was his storyline? He was kind of like a narrator almost. Like, he didn't have any major storyline. And like, I feel like we didn't get any like really interesting things about Kane until the end, when he was talking about how he just wants to like be himself and he shouldn't be ashamed. And he got Anna's little French friend's number, who he was fine, by the way, that fine French white man, he was fine. He got his number, and I'm like, okay, Kane, I see you. And he was like, I just want to be myself and blah blah. I was like, we should have seen this in the season, but he was just kind of just there as Kane's friend and Kelly's friend and Kim. He's everyone's friend. He didn't really do much. That's why I have him down so low, because he was just kind of boring. But other than that, he's a cool guy, I suppose. Second to last, we have Christine, and honestly, Christine should probably be a little bit higher, but her whole little beef with Anna has her kind of low, because it's desperate. It's kind of why are you so pressed by her? Like, it was just kind of confusing. I do have notes here. If you see me looking over, it's because I'm looking at notes. So yeah, I kind of just really wrote like how her whole issue with Anna is kind of annoying, and I did write a lot about how her situation with her husband kind of irritated me as well, because she shouldn't be blamed for having issues getting pregnant when also it was issues on her husband's end. And I feel like she was trying to be so hard to be accepted by Anna, because she was having such a hard time at one point being accepted by her husband's family, because like she was saying how she would always have to clean up after them, and they wouldn't talk to her because she couldn't be pregnant. I'm like, bruh, that's so upsetting. And then the fact that her husband just keeps pressuring her to have kids when it was just so hard for her to get pregnant the first time. She had to go through all these doctor's appointments and all this stuff, and it's like, you see your wife did not enjoy being pregnant the first time. And I mean, they have this beautiful baby, and it's like, I love my baby, but I don't want to go through that again, even for another one, because it was just why I feel like, y'all, I'm not like about to cry. Let me just get a drink. I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, I just felt her on that. Like, I really understood like her point of view, and I was on her team. I was team Christine, because I'm like, yeah, if you don't want to get pregnant again, don't get pregnant again. She was telling everyone that, besides her husband. She didn't really ever flat out say like no. She said, I don't think I want to. It was always like, I don't think I want to, or I just don't really feel like. She should have been like, husband, I can't remember his name right now, I do not want to have another child. She should have said it like that. And even if she would have said it like that, he probably still would have been like, I don't care. Like when she was getting her makeup done at one point and they were having that discussion and he got so irritated and walked out, I'm like, bruh, are you the one that's gonna get pregnant? Like, are you gonna carry the baby? Where's it gonna come out of? Your ass? Your little pee-pee hole? Like, what? Why are you so mad? Ugh. That made me mad. Anyway, done with Christine. We're gonna go to the last person on this list, which is obviously Mr. Andrew. I saw him at first. I'm like, oh, he's cute. He's really cute. Power Ranger, okay. Even though I don't know what Power Rangers he was in. Was he like in the live action one? Because I never saw that. Oh, he's so cute, but Homegirl's crazy. Homeboy's crazy as fuck. He snapped when Anna and him and Kelly was in Paris because they went shopping without him. He just like snapped, and then come to find out he has some like abandonment issues with like his parents and stuff because him and Kelly was in couples therapy. And I'm like, bro, y'all don't need couples therapy, bro. You need your own individual ass therapy. Kelly has really the issues that you're having with Kelly doesn't really involve her. It has to do with like stuff that's happened in your past and like how you're feeling mentally. So I'm like, bro, you need your own therapy. You need to break it off with Kelly. Maybe y'all can get back together in the future, but break it off. Go see a therapist. You need a therapist.
You need a therapist.
He needs help, and like it's so clear as day. But like towards the end, him and Kelly were like kind of talking. He was like, I want to see the dog. This is why you don't get a dog with a dude, because then when y'all break up, he's gonna use that as an excuse to see you. He's like,
Oh, I want to see. I want to see the doggy.
like, no, you want to get in my jeans, and I'm not gonna let you do that. But yeah, Andrew's trash. I really hope they do a second season because I want to see where Andrew and Kelly go next. I was really thinking that him and Kevin were gonna have like a big old blow up. They should have did that. Because at the end, he did find out that she went on a date with Kevin, but he didn't really seem too pressed about it. Like, I feel like he should have been a lot more mad. Honestly, no. Look at me, like, encouraging toxic behavior. But it's a reality show. Come on, we want to see a fight. The closest thing we got to, like, a altercation was with Kevin and Kim when she, like, threw a drink on him. But I mean, you don't need an altercation. You don't need a whole bunch of fights in reality shows for it to be good. Like, this was pretty good, and it wasn't a lot of, like, fights. It was just a lot of, like, just interesting stories being told. And I really liked it. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I think I'm done. I really hope they do a second season. I just started another show. I don't even know what kind. I think it was like they were speaking half English, half, I want to say Filipino. I don't know. I'm really ignorant. I'm sorry. But I started it. I actually finished the whole thing today because it was so good. So I'm like, I might do a video on that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all of that great stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.